yeah. I don't know if you want to give a quick prediction on who you think will win this World T20 tournament.
I mean, England is flying.
No, I didn't ask for favorites, you know. I asked you to give
Oh,
me a
for your winner
prediction. Yeah,
specifically.
who
All right,
you feel, who you, Kurt, the Fox Guru, feel will win this World Cup.
let me claim them from this fence then. Um, I think it's well known that anytime the West Indies are not playing, I am a heavy supporter of New Zealand cricket. I think that New Zealand as a unit always finds a way to gel and get either the job done or get pretty close to doing the job. They've been bridesmaids in many tournaments. Finally did got over the line in the test championships. I personally am backing New Zealand after the West Indies, of course, to be the winners here. I get that that might not be, you know, the crowd pick, but
Yeah, man.
from the unit that New Zealand has and the options and variation that they possess, I am going with New Zealand.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue that solid pick. Um, I don't know. I'm weary, very weary of saying Pakistan because I I have seen enough cricket to know that on any given day,
You know
Pakistan
how it goes.
has a performance in them. But and I'm also wary of teams that play unbeaten this early and stuff in tournaments. But that's just something, I guess, if you want to call it superstition of mine or what's not. I guess, England lost their game.
Yeah.
No, that it doesn't matter. So I don't know if that makes them favorites in my eyes. I don't know. But to be honest with you, I can't sleep on the Aussies. And I told some guys that Australia is my dark horse to win this tournament. At that time, India was my favorite to win it, as I think probably three-quarters of the world playing, where they play IPL so frequently, with the caliber of players that they have, it would have been difficult not to have them as favorites. But I think that the Aussies, I just can't sleep on them. That they have a mentality and a way of being able to pull it out of the hat when they need to.
True.
You know,
That's a fact. So you're saying that
yeah.
your selection, because you mentioned
Mhm.
three teams right there. So I just want to be clear. Your
Yeah,
selection is Australia,
I'm going with the Aussies.
maybe the Aussie.
And yeah, I mean I know that's probably not the popular pick based on performance and what's not, and they'll likely finish second in their group and probably run into Pakistan in the semis, I guess. But that Australian side, these guys know how to win. It's not always clean, it's not always pretty,
Yeah.
but 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 they know how to pull a win out and pull tournament wins out when they come under pressure. So
Well,
that's my pick.
I think that's a really good pick. If you know
That's my
one thing
pick.
about Australia, they never lay down. Never, ever will
Yeah,
lay
man.
down. And
Yeah.
Pakistan, my worry with Pakistan is that they have not had to really test the middle order that much and lower
Yeah.
order. And I feel as though that is not their greatest strength. So, if I feel as though there will be that game when they are tested severely and they may not stand up to the scrutiny.
Yeah, man. I have that fear for them as well. Believe you me, I would love Pakistan to win this tournament. I would love them to win it. But yeah, if I'm going to put $5 on a side to win, I'm gonna put my money on Australia.
Well, I
They'll
mean,
I think they'll do the business against Pakistan if it's Pakistan that they play in the
the
in the
semi.
semis. And I'm hoping that it is England that they play in the final. And I definitely hope that they trunks them in the final.
Well, those are certainly the two teams that I would not like to win. And
yeah,
but,
man.
you know, each of those teams have their own individual strengths. They'll be playing great cricket. So, you know, anything is possible at, you know, at that point in time.
You're right. I mean, as you said, for me, again, if it's down to who I just want to win, Pakistan, hands down.
Right.
Pakistan, hands down. If it's just out the way I want to win it, but got a sneaky feeling. got a sneaky feeling. Yeah.
Well, there we have it. I mean, Kwayne has put his $5 down on Australia. I am going firmly in on New Zealand. Neither of us can go to the West Indies at this point in time because we are, you know, huge West Indies fans. And whether they win, whether they lose, you know, how they perform, we will still back the West Indies.